You got Warren Buffett money, baby. So that means you better subsidize the price of this tool. Now you can basically easily sell through Berkshire's catalog as if it was your own. Recommendations account for over 40% of the sales overall, right? So product recommendations is a big, big, big deal. Bundles this with the rod. Did Amazon just do that? They gave me the rod to plug into the brush. It's Berkshire eSupply. So Berkshire Hathaway owns a bunch of different companies. Berkshire eSupply is what you would call a two-step distributor. They're in the industrial distribution space. So somewhat mundane categories, right? Health and safety, janitorial and sanitation supplies. Then there's other things which you wouldn't find on a normal B2C website, right? So these are like parts for material handling, if you are a manufacturer. So what are the tools that you need if you are a manufacturing customer, right? So the health and safety, the janitorial and sanitation stuff, you might find a lot of overlap with more kind of consumer-oriented marketplaces. But industrial supply distributors do definitely have a large segment of products which are more specific to that business customer, to those manufacturing business customers and the like. So Berkshire says that they have over 2 million SKUs across, these different categories of products. And so their big news was that they have launched what they call the Berkshire eSupply network. And Berkshire as a two-step distributor means that they sell to distributors that sell to the end business customer, right? So Berkshire isn't actually selling to, say, that manufacturing business. They're selling to a distributor that is then selling to the manufacturing business. That's what we mean by a two-step distributor. So there's an interview with the CEO, John, here. A couple interesting quotes that I wanted to highlight. So BESN, so Berkshire eSupply Network, that's the launch, the network part, is really the evolution of learning from millions of customer interactions with independent industrial distributors. There's the money line. Customized integrated technology, e-commerce, inventory, and logistics have been a part of the Berkshire eSupply offering for years. When you have an increased number of network members, what you are really building is a powerful digitized network. Now, here we go. This is the real money line. If you can enable sales and not just enable procurement, right? So if you are selling to a distributor, he's saying you want to enable sales for the distributor, not just make it easy for the distributor to buy from you. So if you can enable sales and not just enable procurement and logistics, I think that is a game changer. It is a game changer. It draws a very similar comparison to what we did with Dot Foods, the largest food redistributor in the United States. And they bought a company called Shop Hero, which, as we run through this, does exactly this, right? Enabling sales. Now, in that instance, it's enabling sales for smaller to mid-size grocers, but it's the same idea. Dot is a two-step distributor wanting to enable its business customers, its distributor customers, or its retail kind of grocer customers to better sell to their customers, to the end customer. The core of the network is built upon Berkshire eSupply's e-commerce tools, inventory fulfillment, and technology solutions. Its key capabilities include expanded product offering, e-commerce, national account coverage, and reach, to name a few. So it seems like, there's a tool where you can now have like an e-commerce tool. If you are a small to mid-sized industrial distributor, you can now use Berkshire eSupply's e-commerce tools to set up an e-commerce site, kind of like a Shopify, very similar to what Shop Hero is doing. And now you can be selling stuff online. You can be leveraging the 2 million SKUs from Berkshire to then sell those through to your end customer as a distributor, right? So that's what he's saying when he's saying we're going to expand the product catalog. Now you can basically easily sell through Berkshire's catalog as if it was your own, but you don't necessarily need to take the 2 million SKUs on balance sheet, right? You don't need to stockhold the 2 million SKUs in your warehouse because you're a smaller distributor. You don't have the need or the space to stockhold 2 million. You can't stockhold 2 million SKUs. Berkshire eSupply can. They can help you sell it, and then they can help you either bring it to the distributor customer, and then the distributor customer packages it, bundles it with the regular shipment, or possibly maybe they can ship it directly to the end customer. I don't know, but those would be the things that, I'm sure Berkshire is figuring out or has figured out already. So how good is it? That's the question, right? So let's look at the site, right? Let's look at it. Well, you go to their website and it looks a little dated. Yeah, a little dated. Catalog, real-time inventory and availability, shipment tracking software for your customers. That's nice. Advanced account controls, orders go directly to you, integrates directly into your ERP. Over 1.2 million SKUs, so I guess it's not the full 2 million SKU catalog yet. Fully customizable punch-out catalogs. Got a mobile experience, it looks like. Content is king. Our platform boasts some of the best rich content and data. That looks more like media and like articles type of content. Saying all the right things. Do they have the goods? So let's just do a little spot check. Now, I completely randomly, all I did was just click into janitorial supplies. I clicked on the first thing, which is brooms and brushes. Then I clicked on the first thing, which is brooms. Then I clicked on, I just clicked on one of these brushes, 24-inch Vortex Pro Fine Sweep Brush, right? How good is the data? Now, one of the things I keep on talking about for B2B distribution, any marketplace, any e-commerce experience is you need really good product data, right? So you need the connectivity, which Berkshire says it has. You can easily connect into your ERP. It didn't list which ERPs you can easily connect into, but that's one example of good connectivity. You need to be able to easily have the e-commerce experience flow through to the existing kind of back-end and ERP infrastructure that you have. The other bit is product data. So selling something online versus in a catalog or on the phone is a very different experience. It's a digital experience. So how good is the product data? Do you have what you would call merchandisable product data? So doing that at scale on over 1.2 million SKUs is no small feat. But just giving me a good e-commerce tool, which this seems sufficient. It doesn't fill to my full screen. But anyway, whatever. So you need an e-commerce tool, but then what do you put in the tool? If you put bad data in the tool, it doesn't matter if the tool is the best thing. No one's going to buy the stuff if there isn't good product data. Call that merchandisable product data. So let's look at the product data for this broom brush. So they've got, some information here. I could zoom it in. It is a little small. Different product specifications. Click over here, product features. This country of origin is LK. I don't really know what that is. Shipping information, it gives you the package weight. Ships in 1 to 2 days from vendor. And, here's some other spec number. Okay, so all I did was then take this, copy this, and punch it into Google and see who else has this similar brush. Zoro had the brush. Zoro is Grainger's kind of like marketplace thing, has over 6 million SKUs. We've covered it regularly on the show. Has a much fuller screen experience, right? It's filling out my whole screen. Image is much bigger. Only has one image, but has this, hover thing, which is nice. Orders in multiples of 12, right? So that's interesting. I don't know if that is what Berkshire was selling, which is one singular unit, or a package of 12. They're hiding some of this information from me, so it's not totally clear to me. These standard package says 12, so I guess, yes, this is a package of 12, but I'd kind of need to look down here to figure that out. Not totally clear. Whereas this, right, boom, front and center, orders in multiples of 12. Country of origin says United States. I think this is pretty much the same brush, so that's a little bizarre. Item ships in 2 business days. Free shipping, nice. You may also like product, right? Recommended similar products. On Amazon, similar products recommendations account for over 40% of the sales overall, right? So product recommendations is a big, big, big deal. I don't see any product recommendations on the Berkshire eSupply site. None. That's a big miss. Going back to Zoro, specs, description. This is right in prose. More of what you would expect to see in a modern e-commerce, right? It's kind of like a sentence as opposed to all these boxes, which is very kind of industrial. They've got bullets here, which is fine. But you got to click around into it. Here, I can click these boxes or I can just scroll, right? Really easy. More product recommendations and have availability to do reviews, but there are no reviews on this. I'd actually say that Berkshire has more product specs, right? If you look at this, they've kind of broken this down more. They've put it into different, structured data formats, right? So that actually, I think, would be a plus for Berkshire. Kind of break that down for you as opposed to, or maybe if I click this, see full product details. Yeah, that's kind of all I get, right? I don't get that level of detail. So that would be a miss for Zoro. I like that Zoro puts the price. It's 2021, gang. Give me the price. Now let's go to the devil that is called Amazon. What does Amazon have? Oh boy. Oh boy. So first thing I notice, 3 images. I got the top side down and then I got the bottom side up. Oh, damn, Amazon. You just went there. Oh, and then I've got some little thingy here about selecting the right brush. Helpful, right? Yeah. 3 images looks a hell of a lot better than 1. And they've got 2 product images. Yes, this may sound weird. 2 product images of a brush. I will bet you $1 million that simple little detail is very hard to do at scale and absolutely increases what? Conversion to buy, 1,000,000%. And then look at this. Now look, Amazon's bucketing this. They're saying, oh, well, this is the 18-inch. There's an 18-inch and a 24-inch. And then I can click into the 24 because that was the actual, I was looking at the 24-inch on both Zoro and on Berkshire. And whoa, what is this? What am I noticing? 24-inch is $4, pack of 12. $4 an item. Where are you, Zoro? $12.78 for $153. This is the same thing. And it's $50 on Amazon. $153. So yeah, you get free shipping because it's over $75. I get free shipping on Amazon. Free delivery gives me the delivery date. This is through Prime. I'm getting this thing on Monday. Not where these are telling me it ships in 2 business days. So you don't know when you're going to get it. And then this thing says ships in 1 to 2 days. So, and it's full screen. Then I get bullets. Boom, right here. Bullets made in Sri Lanka. That seems more realistic than the US and certainly more informative than LK from eSupply. Breaks these things out. Boom, boom, boom. Nice bullets. And then gives me the structured data boxes. Gives me warranty information. Didn't see that anywhere else. Bundles this with the rod. Oh, did Amazon just do that? They gave me the rod to plug into the brush. And then they give me the logo from the manufacturer. They tell me about the manufacturer. That's nice. They give me other brushes from the manufacturer to look at. Bunch of brushes. Look at this. All from the same manufacturer. Other kinds of brushes. And this thing has 2 ratings. No reviews, but 2 ratings. Gave it a 5. And you just scroll through. No clicking. I don't need to click on anything. And this, right? The 18 and the 24-inch. None of that's here. None of that's here. If I go back. Berkshire eSupply does have the 18-inch version, right? But they're not bundling it. They're not attaching. They're not associating those 2 things in their product data kind of universal product catalog mapping, right? So who wins? How would I rank those 3 sites? Berkshire eSupply, Zoro, and Amazon. Come on, gang. It's simple. Amazon is clearly the number one. It's not even close. Zoro, I'd say, is a strong 2. The very objective way as to why they are 2 versus Berkshire is, I mean, there are a few reasons. One, the thing is full screen on my computer as opposed to like half my screen. And the other one is product recommendations. I cannot overstate how important product recommendations are. Zoro is 2. And not to mention the price on Amazon blows away a Zoro. I don't even know the price on Berkshire. And Zoro, I mean, Berkshire is definitely in 3rd place and has some legitimate work to do. Strategically, Berkshire saying all the right things. CEO should have talked a lot more about product data. He's probably not talking about the product data because the product data is lacking. And that's a big issue. Don't just give me a shell of an e-commerce tool. Just the tool is not going to cut it for what I need to be competitive as a small to mid-sized distributor with the big boys, right? Look at the Berkshire eSupply experience versus Zoro, because that's a direct comparison. Take Amazon out of the equation. You're a small to mid-sized distributor and you're trying to compete against a Zoro and a Grainger, right? Because that's happening. That's what's happening. Zoro is pretty far out in front of what Berkshire eSupply is offering. How can Berkshire eSupply account for that? Well, you got Warren Buffett money, baby. So that means you better subsidize the price of this tool, right? Whatever it would cost to license this, SaaS fees, you better, if I'm Berkshire, knowing that I have a lot to overcome in these buckets that I'm laying out, the way you account for that is by significantly lowering the price. And that should get you more usage while you can then continue to invest in the quality of the actual product and the performance of the product. But if you don't do that and you charge what should be market for something like this, that's actually not good value for your distributor customers. Hi, I'm Alex. Thanks for watching the show. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, but even better, make sure to follow us on Odyssey, follow us on Rumble, and text us 203-646-5159. Text the word Monopoly. You'll be subscribed. You'll get updates about when we're going live, our latest videos, and we'll send you even a little goodie bag. And in the event that we all get banned from big tech, we'll still be connected.